Welcome to the video. My name is Steven. In this video, I'm going to go over everything you need to know about our company, about our processes, and see if we'd be a good fit to work together. And just to let you know, by the end of this video, you will know exactly what we're going to go over in the call. And during that call, I'm going to be giving you something tangible to walk away with. So if you stick around to the end of the video, you will see exactly what we're going to be giving you in our call together. In this video, we're going to talk about what our mission is, who we want to work with, and then a little bit about our process and how we work. And then finally, what you need to know for our call if you booked an appointment and that's why you're watching this video. Also, if you're interested in this sort of content, I make content about psychology, business, philosophy, the gym, whatever I feel like talking about. And so if you're interested in that kind of stuff, go ahead and click the subscribe button and like this video because it helps you see more content like this if this is the kind of stuff that you're interested in. So our mission, our plan with working with you is to help you make more money and spend less time doing bullshit. And what kind of bullshit am I talking about? I'm talking about anything that's not the CEO stuff. Imagine your business is a chessboard, and this is the chessboard, and then you are playing the pieces, right? Like you doing marketing, and I guess this isn't the size of a chessboard, but you understand. Like you're playing these pieces here instead of playing the person you're supposed to be. And the person that you're supposed to be is the CEO. You have a job. Your job is to play the game. Your job is to play. This is chess, and you have to play the business, right? You are playing the business. However, what a lot of us do as, you know, either starting out entrepreneurs or maybe you've been in business for a while, is you start playing as the pieces. So you're moving one step at a time, playing every single piece. Your job is not to play every single piece. Your job is not to be the pawn and the rook and the bishop and the knight. Your job is to play the game. Your job is to be the player, right? The one that moves all the pieces. That's what the CEO does. And so we want you to spend less time playing every single one of these pieces and in return making more money, right? And with that being said, I understand that, you know, usually we work with a lot of roofers. So if you're a roofer, chances are you probably go find hail and door knock, right? Or maybe you have a remodeling company and you put ads on, or I guess like pictures on Facebook groups and people come in from there. Or maybe you have word of mouth, you know, your work is so good that people follow up with you, more people sign on to your program. And so what happens is at first you get these influx of customers because you have good word of mouth and you have stuff on Facebook that people are interested in. And all these people are coming into your business and buying your thing. The problem is, it's all good now, but we are moving into a very digital age, especially after COVID. I'm sure you've probably seen this if you've been in business for a while, or even if you haven't been in business for a while, you understand that the world since COVID has become more digitalized because COVID locked everyone in a box for months at a time. And even still, some people still sit at home in quarantine, right? And so COVID was kind of this touchstone for the entire world to get access to the internet and have something to share. Because COVID was so worldwide, it was this touchstone for everyone to come online and share their ideas and their opinions. And so that's why very, very quickly, if you've noticed, a lot of stuff moves quickly. News moves very fast. If you're familiar, I know this is like really random to bring up, but like when Chris Rock got slapped by Will Smith, we knew within an instant because it was all over Twitter, it was all over Instagram, all that stuff. And people spend so much of their days sitting behind a computer and not doing anything. And I don't know if you're like this, but this is actually something I talk about on my channel, is I try to get people to stop doing that because it's so bad for you because you're wasting your time. But a lot of people sit in front of their screens. And what happens is, while this is all fine and dandy, you might be only capturing 1% of the people who are interested in your thing. You need to capture at least the other 20%, 20% more of the market. And I'm going to probably go over a little bit how we're going to be capturing those people with our service. You are missing out on 20% of the market. And here's the biggest part about this. Your competitors are attacking this part of the market. Your competitors are here. They are getting these people. And so what happens is, slowly but surely, yeah, you have these couple of people that come in every single month and they buy your thing, and that's cool. But slowly but surely, these people will start to trickle away and go with your competitors because they've seen them online more. They are more aware of that person. Your job as a business is to get people to buy your stuff. And the only way to do that is to get people to see you. If you have your face on the screen more often, they're going to buy from you 9 times out of 10. And so your competitors will not give up. They will not give in. And they will put their face on the screen more often. And sure, it might be cool in 2024 or whatever, 2025, whatever year you're watching this in. But I promise you, by the time we get 6 years down the line, your competitors are going to get all the sauce. And that's just because they've built a brand around their company. They've built a presence online. And so we're moving into a digital space. So on the one hand, yes, it's great that you have these customers coming in. However, most people are on the internet and they want to find you on the internet. They're going to see you on the internet. And if they don't see you on the internet, they're going to pick your competitor every single time. So that's what we're trying to do, is we're trying to grab those people, because if you're not online, your competitors are going to take them every single time. I know this video is like kind of very unedited and it's raw, but that's how it's supposed to be. Right? I don't like if you really, really want to do this and you really want to pay attention to this stuff, let's just be real with each other. You're losing business by not putting your face on the internet. So let's talk about this. Here are the people we're looking for. So this is who we are looking for. And please, I do want to work with you. All right, at the end of the day, I do want to work with you. However, if you do not fit these criteria, unfortunately, it wouldn't make sense for us to work together. I'd be wasting my time. You'd be wasting your time. We'd be wasting each other's time. That's not good. So if I go through this list and maybe none of this resonates with you and you booked an appointment and that's why you're watching this call, please send me a text, send me an email, let me know, and I'll go ahead and cancel that appointment just so we don't waste each other's time. You know, obviously, I'd love to work with you in the future, but if things don't make sense now, let's make this make sense for all of us. So the first thing is we're looking for growth-oriented and open-minded people. I come from a background where I was not very growth-oriented as a person, not very open-minded, very closed-minded individual, and very arrogant, didn't want to grow myself, didn't want to grow my business or my life or anything like that. And it took me years to finally become the kind of person who was able to be ambitious and to have that drive to actually do something big. And so we're really looking for people who have a drive, who are ready to get things done and are open to taking huge action to make results happen quicker. The next one is hardworking or prepared to do the work, right? And like kind of how I was just saying, you have to be prepared to do the work required of you. Now, we handle 90% of what we have to do, what you have to do in order for you to grow as a company with our program. We do 90% of that. But in order for you to actually grow and to become a better person, you still have to put in that last 10%. Or I guess a better company, right? If you want a better company, better business, you still have to put in that last 10%. We can bring all the people to the door. But if you don't open the door, you can't make any money. You can't close the deals. Or we're looking for someone who's ready to pick up the phone, book the estimates, do the jobs, and do them right, and get good results. So that's the next thing. And finally, the last thing is able to invest. There's like a small minority group of people who I guess just thinks that you can do this without spending money. And unfortunately, that's just not how this works. And so I just want to make this clear. I feel like you probably understand this, but again, just want to make it very clear. On Facebook and Instagram, you have to spend X amount of dollars every single day in order to have the ads up. Like Mark Zuckerberg will not put your ads up without spending X amount of money. By the way, if you're running Facebook ads yourself right now and you're spending less than $30 a day, that's the reason why your ads are failing. That's one of the reasons. There's many reasons why your ads can be failing, and I have content on that on my channel if you check it out. But you need to be spending more than $30 a day on advertising. Understand that you're going to be spending $30+ a day plus our in-house service fee, right? So understand that you're going to have to invest money into this. You're going to have to be prepared to do the work and growth-oriented and open-minded. These all fit the criteria. These all fit the kind of person that you are. That is great. I'm very excited to meet with you on the call because this is what we're looking for. I want to work with you. I'm just going to be completely honest. I'm a very ambitious person. I like to do this stuff. I sit here and work all day. This is all I do with my time. All right. And so I want to find other people who want to do that too. If you don't want to put the work in, and if you don't want to grow your company and make a lot of money, then honestly, I don't want to work with you. I'm looking for people to partner with who fit these criteria. This is how it works. It's very simple. First things first, I want to make very clear. Business. If you were unaware, which I don't believe you are, I believe you're probably a pretty smart person. Business is solving problems. Let me just make sure you can see this. Hold on. Let me do a little look at the camera here. Yes. There, here we go. All right. Business is about solving problems. So you're looking for people who have a problem, right? Imagine that you're a doctor. This is my doctor right here. And you can tell because he has a hat with a plus sign on it. And he has 3 people in front of him. And these 3 people, one is missing a leg. He broke his leg somehow, or I don't know. He's gone. He lost his leg. And all of them don't have arms. Well, actually, let's get these guys arms. These guys have arms, and this guy doesn't have a leg, and he's missing 2 arms. And the doctor sees these people, and he's trying to help these people solve a problem that they don't have. They're perfectly fine. They're in good health. They don't have the flu. They are in great health. And so why would the doctor go out and seek these people to help these people out instead of this guy right here who's missing a leg? Why would they go out and help those people, right? They wouldn't. And so that's what you're doing, is you're finding the guy who's missing the leg, okay? And the missing leg, by the way, is the problem. This is the problem, right? And so with your service, with your offer, right over here, with your offer as the doctor, you have certain things to fix people's problems. And realistically, what you should be doing is finding a fix to the problem, not antidote to help it feel better, right? Not a fix to the symptoms, right? So if someone was coughing or they had a cold and you just gave them like some medicine, it might make them feel better right now, but not forever. And so hopefully your product or service is helping people in the long run, right? And a lot of times, usually I work with contractors, so we're talking about people who we usually work with contractors, so we're talking about people who want to add value to their house. And so that is what you're doing with your offer, is you're adding value to the house and you're fixing the problem permanently. You're fixing the sickness, not the symptoms. So your offer is the solution, right? The doctor wants to hype up himself, in this case, the contractor, right, wants to hype up himself and say, look at me, I'm such a great doctor. Or look at what we can do for you. We can give you these discounts and all this stuff. And that's not what they want. This guy just wants his leg back, or at least he just wants to walk again, right? And so in order for him to walk again, the doctor's going to have to do something to help him fix his problem. But the doctor's over here hyping himself up. Let me use the same situation with a contractor, right? And this is what I see pretty often. And the thing is here, we're fixing a logical problem, right? Here's the logical problem. The logical problem is that the roof has hail damage. So roof has hail. This is the logical problem. What happens is when the contractor hypes himself up and they say, look at this, look at my company, check out my free estimates, look at these discounts we can give you and these amazing savings you can do. That's usually how advertising goes. I guess this is why we're different. This is how advertising goes, usually. Look at how great our stuff is. Work with us, you get a free estimate, and also you get $250 off your deductible. I call these kind of ads life op ads, right? Life op is in, if we come in and we do this work for you, we are going to change your life forever, and we're going to add all this value to your house, and your life's going to be great, and your neighbor's going to be like, oh my gosh, look at this guy's new roof. And so that's fixing a psychological problem. Not everybody has your problem, and not everybody wants the solution. However, if you're setting, like, this is just psychological, this is just how things work. If you tell someone enough times to look out in the road and every single time they see a red car to point at it and then say, I saw a red car, and you say you'll give them money for it, they're going to go out and find every single red car that they can. And so if you tell everyone in your advertisement, free estimates, $250 off, make your friends and families jealous, all you're doing is you're attracting people who are lazy, right? Who don't want to spend money. So broke people, let's just be real here. And then also on top of that, lazy, don't want to spend money, and worried about what others think. Worried about what other people think. And so when you say to people in your advertising, come get this free estimate because your life will be changed forever, all you're doing is you're attracting lazy people who don't want to spend money and they're worried about what other people think. Would you rather have the guy who has the logical problem, his roof has hail damage, right? Let's say they both have hail damage to their roof, right? This guy has hail damage and this guy has hail damage. Except the only difference is this guy was ready to buy. He just wanted to find the first person who was serious enough, who could tell them that, hey, we'll come over, we'll take a drone shot of your house, we'll give you an estimate, and then after that, we'll come and take care of the service. This guy was looking for the first person he could see that could do that. And he finds you on Facebook or Instagram, right? Or Google, whatever it is, right? He finds your website. Because he had hail damage. He has a serious problem. This guy right here. Yes, he does have that logical problem, but with these life op ads, these ads that are extra, how I've been explaining, feed his psychological issues. And these are his psychological issues. And so what happens is you give this guy a discount and you tell him that he can buy. Here's your funnel. At the bottom of your funnel is where people buy. This guy right here, right? This is the same guy. He comes into your funnel because you offered a discount. And when you come down here and you tell him that the deductible is $1,500, he says, I have to go talk to my wife. It's a big purchase. I don't know what to do. I didn't realize it was going to be that expensive. The thing that told him in the first place was that he was worried about what other people think. And he's lazy. And he doesn't want to spend money. And so he thought that when you signed up for your thing, that, say you were offering $250 off the deductible. He saw that and then said, well, if it's $250 off, it might have been $300. And so maybe it would only cost me $50. Yes, people think this way. Some people suck. And that's what we're talking about today. So, top, the funnel, he comes in, tell him it's $1,500, I had to talk to my wife. This guy doesn't give a shit how much money it costs. He wants to get it done because his roof has hail damage. This is who we target. We target this guy. All right? Most marketing agencies, most businesses, a lot of people that I see end up gathering this guy. And if you've ever had unqualified leads on your calendar, it's because you stuck with this guy. Because this guy came around and you're wondering why, when you showed up to the estimate, he was super quiet and you didn't really have much to say. And then finally, when you showed him everything, he kind of blew you off. And was like, yeah, come back next week. I'm going on vacation. Or let me talk to my wife and I'll get back to you. Right? This is someone who is not in power. We were looking for people in power. It's the same kind of thing when we were talking about who we're looking for to work with. This guy is empowered. This guy makes money. He wants to sign up and buy your thing. This guy isn't. Right? This guy doesn't have a mindset of, okay, if I get this taken care of, my roof won't have hail damage anymore. This guy does. And so we want to gather this person. And so that is how we do it with our process. So with that being said, you are going to have more qualified buyers in your calendar every single month. That is the goal of this. I do not want to hand you a shitty lead list with 50 leads on them for you to go call them and then try to figure it out. Right? I don't want to send you 15 people who are going to blow you off and they're not going to actually show up. We want people who are going to buy your service, because I'm just going to be honest with you. If you make money, then we make money. That's it. That's it. Like if the service works for you, then we should continue working together. And so that is why I make this video. That is why I do this stuff. Because if I'm not doing a good job, then you're not going to stay around. And to be honest, if you're not doing a good job, then we're not going to stay around either. This is a partnership. This is a planned out, like, we want to work with you and we want you to work with us, but we have to do the work required. And the work required on our side is to find the people who are qualified to buy your stuff. So that is why we do this. Now we're going to talk about what the call is going to be about. This is what our call is going to be about if you're watching this because you booked an appointment. This is what it's going to be about. If you're watching this and you haven't booked an appointment, click the link below, book an appointment. Let's hop on a call together and let's figure it out. So on our call, these are the 3 things we're going to be going over. First thing we're going to do is talk about what you want to promote, the problem, the thing I was talking about. What are you going to promote that's going to make you the most amount of money and give you the highest return on your time and has the most profit margins? Because if you can figure that out, then you're scalable. If we just promote one thing to one avatar and one channel, you will skyrocket your growth in your business. Right? So that's what we're going to find out, is what you're going to promote. The second thing, this is the most important part, this is a tangible thing you're going to walk home with that I told you at the beginning of the video, is the offer. We're going to find the perfect offer for you to promote this thing, this problem that you're going to solve for people. We're going to find the perfect offer, because if you have the perfect offer, then you're ready to get all these people to come into your calendar. And that's what we're going to talk about on this call. And then the last thing is we're going to find out if our program is right for you. We want to make sure, first of all, that you have an offer so you can walk away with something tangible. Because if the program is not right for you, at least you have something you can walk away with and you can tell people about so they can come buy your service. But on top of that, we do want to work with you. That's the point of this. That's why we booked the call. But also, we're in business. You're in business. If it makes sense for us to make money together, then let's do it. And that's what we're going to find out after doing these 3 things. So we have 2 different pricing structures that we work off of. One is a pay-per-show. And so basically that is every single time you get a call, that's when you'd be paying. And then the other way that we operate is off a monthly service. And whichever one makes the most sense to you, that's what we want to start with. If the pay-per-show makes more sense to you because you cannot afford the monthly, that's understandable. The monthly makes more sense to you because you don't want to pay for the pay-per-show and you want more jobs, right? Then that's what we're doing. And so we want to meet you where you're at. If you can't afford the monthly, we'll do a pay-per-show. It's completely okay. As long as you meet the criteria that I've discussed in this video, we're solid. So that's everything I had to show you. Very excited for our call. If you booked a call and that's why you're watching this video. If you didn't book a call and you're watching this video, click the link below and sign up on our calendar so you can get on a one-on-one call with me, learn more about what you can do, get an offer, and promote your problems so that you can solve them for people. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video.